Hi guys! Today I'm going to show you how to paint this beautiful tropical island silhouette. And I'm going to show you how to make this beautiful moon look like it's underneath the water. And easy techniques to make these beautiful, beautiful palm trees. I'm Allison Pryor and I teach YouTube videos in real time, step by step, so you can follow along with me. So let's get started with this painting. Okay, now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to make the moon. And we are going to get, if you have any of this painter's tape, or you have something that's round, put it on your canvas. Now that everything is dry, everything has to be dry. And then take a piece of chalk and put your tape on, or whatever you're going to use that's round, and draw your line around your tape with your chalk, okay? You could use a glass, or you could use something to get the size of the moon that you want, okay? And what we're going to do is we're going to paint that moon, and I'm going to paint it nice and bright. And I'm going to use, let's see, a small flat brush. Just a small, you know what, let's use a filbert if you have one. If you don't have a filbert, you can certainly use a flat. So I'm just going to use a small filbert, Sable. And I'm going to wet my brush and I'm going to tap it off in my tissue. And then I'm going to get some yellow, some pure yellow on my brush. So you can fill it up two sides and then start filling this in. Now you could have, if you wanted to, you could have drawn your moon first. And then you would have a brighter moon, because now the red is going to come through this a little bit, which I don't mind. I like it. But just to show you other ways that you can do it, you could have taken some tape, but then you'd have to get some round tape. Or you could have taken some, what we call, I just had to go get it, sorry about that. So you can get some of this, a masking fluid. It's just a masking fluid in a bottle. And what it does is you put the masking fluid on with your brush and let it dry, and then you can paint over it while you're doing your background. But I don't like masking fluid. It's too hard to get it off my brush. You can use it in small places, I guess, you know. This is just as good. Like I said, when I'm painting for beginners, I don't want to make it too complicated. Just want to get you started. So let's just put our moon on. Try to keep it as round as you can. There we go. Nice big moon. Now I put it down into the water already. That'll be much easier for you. So when you're putting your moon on, make sure it's halfway up in the sky and halfway down in the water. Good. That chalk will come off. We'll just wipe that off with a damp brush when everything's dry. So let's just get our moon. See how nice and bright that's coming out? Good. So the filbert brush is round, so that will be easier to get around, make a nice round circle. So just fill it in. I'm going to need a second coat. Definitely going to need a second coat. Go around, keep inside that circle so you can keep it nice and round. Just take your time. There we go. Good. Okay guys, let's do another coat on our yellow moon. Because we want to have it really bright. We don't need to do a new coat on the bottom part if you don't want to. But we're going to do, take your flat brush again. And see, much better when you do a second coat. Makes it nice and bright. Good. So what we're going to do is, we're just going to come down as far as the horizon line. Good. Just do your second coat. And then we will keep putting on some yellow. There we go. Put on your yellow to brighten it up. And if that's not bright enough for you, we can add some white. Oh, we might as well go down here a little bit. Just give that another coat. I wasn't going to give it another coat because it's underwater, and we will be going over that, but we can, I'm trying to show you that you can do things. You don't have to do certain things, but we'll just do that anyway, just to make it smoother looking. Good. Now this time, pick up some white and put some yellow on your white, and that will really brighten it up nice for you. There we go. See, almost white. See how it gives it a white glow? Good. But yet it's still yellow. It's got that nice yellow look to it. Keep it nice and round. Good. And the more layers you do, the nicer it looks. Because I think that we should put on some nice, let's see. I'm just trying to concentrate on this, sorry. Hard to talk and paint at the same time sometimes. Now while we're waiting for the moon to dry, let's do some touch-ups. Let's take some red paint, a little bit of white, just to give it a little bit of a glow on the edge here. Take your fan brush or your flat brush. I might take my flat brush, I might try the fan brush first. We'll go on top here. A little more white so we can brighten it up. Let's brighten it up a little bit here. Just give it like a nice glow. Kind of a pinkish color. A little more red. I want to go back and forth until we get what we're looking for. There we go. I'm going to try the flat brush this time, because the fan brush is good, but I'm thinking the flat chiseled edge brush will work better. I just want to show you that you can try different brushes, okay? Alright. Alright, so let's get a bit of a glow down here. Kind of lights up a little bit. A little bit more white and red to give it a pinkish look. That's all I'm doing. I'm just mixing up a little bit of pinkish color. Right on top of the horizon line. Find your horizon line. Just little quick strokes so it doesn't go too crooked. Try to stay on your horizon line. There we go. If you have a problem, tape it off again. There we go. How's that? Good. Now I want to do some more touch-ups. So we get the fan brush again. And this time we will go into our red paint, and we'll go back over some of the reds here, because you can see it's almost too streaky. So I'll make it nice and soft look. It's a bit too streaky. There we go. So second layer on your water makes it look better. Like I say, the more you layer your paint, it looks thicker and gives a nice look to it. Good. That's all you have to do. Just give it a second coat. Just putting on my paint. Here's some funny noises. Squeezing the paint out of my bottle there. Good. Good. We're going to be doing more with this, adding highlights under the moon. Alright. Looks better already. I'm going to go into that yellow a little bit, just because it's too yellow. Good. Now what else can we do? What else? I'm going to add a little bit of black to my red again. And like I say, you can try blue if you like. I could show you what it looked like with blue if you want. Or you can try it yourself. It looks good. We're just getting some shadows here right now, that's all. Just a few shadows. Just so we'll have some contrast. Because if you get the darks against the lights, it really makes that moon pop. And it makes the reds pop. You know, you get a bit of dark shadows in there. See that? I want me to bring a few over on this side. Now, I don't have very much paint on my brush because I don't want to... I'm going to show you the blue just to see what you think. The blue might be nicer, but I kind of like the black. I'm trying to stick to the red, black, and yellow just so we can have a limited palette. But I'm going to try, clean my brush, and I'll put some red and a little bit of blue in my red. And there's the color. It's almost the same color as what we're using with the black. And there we go. See, there's the... not much difference really. But, you know, some people don't want to be using black, so... just a bit of shadow. Good. Just putting a little bit in. You can barely see it. But do you see the difference now? How the dark on the two edges are now bringing that moon out so bright? Isn't that pretty? So I'll put a little bit more up here. A little bit up here. So those darks, it's a good lesson for you for contrast in your paintings. Those darks really make the lights jump. Jump, jump, jump. They jump right out at you. Because it was all one red color, even red and yellow, it's the lights are not going to jump out as much. Now we'll put our tape back on here so we can get the horizon line and get it across the moon. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your dark red that you mix with a bit of blue or black, not too dark, and then you're just going to paint on top of that tape. And we'll come across the moon with a little, it doesn't matter if it's a little bit up into the moon, that it's not a perfectly straight line, that's okay. But use your tape for a guide so you don't go up too far into the moon, but as long as it does. Okay, just go across. Now, take your tape off, see what that looks like. Good. Not too bad at all. Now we want to keep this nice down here. We don't want to lose that. But we're going to do a glaze down there. Now a glaze is some water. Oops. Add some water. Pick up some water on your brush. You can see that it's dripping. And some paint. And we will take and wipe that off in your tissue. And what we're going to do is we're going to ripple a little bit. And we're just going to take the brush like this. So it's like this, okay? Not like that, like this. We're gently going to scrub over here with some of that watery red paint. See that? Make sure it's watery. And just gently rub over your moon with the watery paint. Okay, make sure it's nice and watery. It's transparent, that's the word I'm looking for. Alright, transparent. And you can come outside the lines because you don't mind going into the other red. See? So it makes it look like it's underwater. Isn't that the prettiest thing you've ever seen? Isn't that cool? Look at that. Gently, gently. Gently. Now, that's so nice. Looks like it's underwater. Now we're going to do the same thing with the yellow for the highlights down underneath here. So, take some yellow paint, get some water, so make sure it's nice and wet. It's almost dripping. Now tap it off in your tissue a little bit, pick up some more yellow, and if it's too much yellow, wipe it off or get some more water. Wipe off your brush. We really don't want too much paint on there because you can always go back and put more on, but it's hard to take it off. Okay, so very gently, again we'll do it this way. We're going to ripple on some, well, let's see, maybe let's try it this way first. Like you, I'm just experimenting now because I'm just doing this for the first time. So just squiggle your line back and forth. Get a little more paint if you need it. There we go. So we want the paint to be transparent, but we also wipe off your brush and pick up a little more yellow. We'll make it a little more opaque this time because add a little bit of white to your yellow too. We're trying a couple different things here. That way you can figure out what's best for you. But you can see, okay, so little ripples. I'm only gently putting on some little lines. I don't want to be too straight. And I don't know how far out they'll spread out. You have to imagine in your mind where these ripples, how far out will they spread out, do you think, from the moon? I think it's about enough because it's underwater. Can you see that? I don't think you can see that as clear as I can see it. I'll brighten it up for you. I'll put some more white on mine. I'll put more of a whitish yellow on mine, and that way you'll be able to see it better. A little touch here and there. There we go. If you put too much on, just go back and put red over it. There we go. I think we're getting there. See how that ripples underneath the moon there? Cool. Very nice. Now, I think that should do that. Now why don't we start our palm trees? Okay, we'll start our palm trees and we'll use some chalk. Okay, let's chalk them on first because we want to see where we want to put our trees. So, I mean, you can have them anywhere you want. You can have them over here, on one side, on this side, or in the middle. So I'm just going to put one here so far. So I'm just going to put a line up. Good. Paint's a little bit still wet, so. And I'm going to put one up here, close to the moon. And maybe another one in here close to the moon, a couple of shorter ones, and a That's a taller one there. I don't know, let me see. Maybe another one coming out. I don't know. Let's have them towards the moon. That way your eye will focus in on the moon instead of, if I put a palm tree out that way, it will distract from the moon. So let's go one in here, one small one here, one larger one here, and maybe a smaller one in here. We'll see. If it don't work out, we can always change it. Well, once you start painting, you can't change it, but you can always add another one. And then we'll take a little dot up here, and we'll make how many palms you want. 1, 2, 3. Curve them out, and coming out over the moon. Okay. I got yellow chalk so you can't see it too well. But anyway, just draw your lines. So make a little dot on top of your tree. And that'll help you get some little palms. Okay? So you just make these little lines. There they are. You got it. And we want a little dot here. And we make a line going out that way. A line coming up that way. And out and down. And one up here. Just make your dot. I'm just making a dot so that we can follow the lines. It's a guide. Okay, there we go. That should do it. That's kind of like surrounding the moon. And that will attract, make your eyes go towards the moon, okay? So what we're doing now is we're going to get a nice flat brush. Yeah, a nice flat brush. Okay, I have a small flat chiseled edge brush. It's size, see, they're all different sizes. I can tell you this is a size 6, but I mean, I got smaller ones and that says they're a 0. I got bigger ones and that says they're a 6. So just judge it by a small flat Sable chiseled edge brush. So I'm putting black on. So you just need that chiseled edge so we can work on these. Oh, paint is still a bit wet. Now you gotta have a steady hand, a little bit of a steady hand. So I'm going to try my best. So use that line there for a guide. And the bottom of the palms a little thicker than the top, so as you come up, that's a little bit thick, but you know, it's my brush. I'm going to try another brush. I have a little tiny fan brush here, but you try different brushes because it's hard to come by some of these brushes. I'm going to try this one here. And I'm going to try to put that up. I'm getting them a bit thick. I don't really want them that thick. But, you know, once you put these palm trees on, if you fool them up, not a very nice word to use, fool, but if you do them the way, and you don't like them, it's going to be very difficult to fix. You're going to have to redo your water again, so you really have to be very careful. So take your time, check the brushes, even practice on a piece of paper or a piece of cardboard first if you have to, okay? Because these are a little bit tricky. I'll do my best to make them as easy as I can. So I'm going to take this. So I might start at the top and come down, I think. See if that helps. Nope, don't help at all. I think it's because I'm standing up and I'm trying to do the video as I always explain to people. So you sit down with your painting and get a good steady hand and put the bottoms of your palms on, okay? I'm going to try another brush because I'm not having much luck. I'm going to try this one here. This is an angular brush. I'm going to try that one. It's good for me to try different brushes with you because if you're having problems, then this might help. So my angular brush is going to touch and pull. Oh, that's much better. Oh, nice. That's what I wanted. That's what I wanted. It's the angular brush. Now a flat brush should do that too, but my flat brush wouldn't work for me. So if you got a good flat chiseled edge brush, you should be fine. Okay. Because I don't want it to be too thick, because the trunks of the palms are very thin, you know. All right, just trying to straighten them up. Just trying to straighten them up a little bit. There we go. Now what we're going to do now is keep whatever brush is working for you. Make sure it's a chiseled edge. I'm going to try this one. What you're going to do is, there's the dot and there's the line. Go back over the line. Okay, that's a start. And then start at the dot again, but this time pull out. Pull away from that center line, like that. Okay, just pull away from it. And then pull away from it on the top. That will really thicken it up nice. Good. Now they don't all have to be real thick like that. If we can get more little edges on them, that'd be good. Just take the top of your brush and pull down some of these little stringy ones. Okay, little stringy ones coming out here. Get more paint if you need it. Little stringy ones coming out here. Good. See, that's not so bad. Let's do another one. How about this one up here? Pull it up. Now use whatever brush is working for you, okay? Try the little fan brush. You can try flat brush. There we go. So the same thing. Find your dot and then start pulling away from your line that you just made with the black paint. Pull away, but don't be tempted to keep going up this way. Start following the line. Now you're going around the line. Around the line. There we go. Pull out, pull out, pull out. Good. And then get some of those little stringy ones just by pulling out on the edges. Good. Let's do the inside of that. Find your dot, find your line, and pull away from the line. Pull away, a few little lines. When you get those lines, don't be tempted to keep going straight up. Follow that line that's underneath it, okay? There we go. Good. Let's do another one. Now they don't have to be thick, they can be little lines. Let's see if I can make some different ones. Let's see, there's your dot, there's your line. Now why did I have that going up there like that? It's a weird looking one, isn't it? Let's see, will that look okay, I wonder? I don't know. I'm going to bring that up and out here. And then pull out. And pull out some lines. And then I'm going to come under here and pull out some lines. Just pull them out like that. Must be windy. Alright, let's bring this one down here from the dot. There we go. Good. So once you get your line done, then all you do is stay on your line again, but this time pull away from the line to make some of these pull out, pull out, pull out. Even if you just get that, that's fine. Okay? Don't have to be perfect. And we'll do another one on top of here. Pull away from the line. As long as you can pull away from the line, Get some of those skinny ones. Oh wow. I don't like that. But don't get discouraged. See, I'm not going to give up. See? I'm going to keep working until I get it right. So see how that makes the moon look really nice? Alright, let's keep working on them. Okay, so we have a small one down here. There's your dot. There's your line. Don't worry about your chalk. We can get rid of that after. And then pull out your lines. Boom, 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 boom. And on the top. Good. Let's try another one. Alright, let's go for another line. If your lines are, you don't like the way your lines are, just either erase them or just make some new ones. Okay, that's what your lines are there for, to guide you. On top of the line and under the line. Good. And there's one right here. And just a couple of little boom, 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 boom. Follow the line, follow the line. Follow the line. A little bit inside. Just push away from the line. A few little ones here, that's all. That's all, just a few little quick lines for the small ones. There's another little one here. Get your line, pull out, out, out. Once you get the hang of it, then you will find it much easier. There we go. There we go. Good. And another one right here. And pull out. Pull out. That's all. You don't have to have anything too fancy, as long as you're happy with it. But you do have to have those edges there. You do have to have it look like a palm tree, right? One more. There's your dot. That little dot could be a coconut. Here's another palm right here, kind of falling in behind that one. Pull down, pull up, out a little bit, make it look like a palm, and then we'll try another one right here. Pull them out, pull away, pull away, pull away, pull away. Good. One right here. Pull away. Good. Pull away. Now why is that stuck up there like that? That's not bad, I suppose. They stick out everywhere. Alright. And one more here. Bum, 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 bum. Pull away, pull away, pull away. And pull down and away. Pull away. Go towards the water. And one more here. It's usually 4 or 5 lines is all you need. There we go. Good. Good, 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 good. So there are some palms. They're not too bad, are they? Straighten up anything that you want to straighten up. Good. Now how cool is that? That's pretty nice, isn't it? I I don't think there's much left to do with that. I think I'm going to call that finished. It's really pretty. Well, thank you very much for following along with me. And hopefully I'll get to see your paintings when they're finished. You can send them to allisonprior@yahoo.com. You can leave a comment and like, and you can subscribe to get some more of these videos. And Allison Prior signing out. Happy painting, everybody. Well, thank you very much for painting along with me, and I hope you enjoyed that painting. And if you liked this video, then you can subscribe so you can get more free videos. And you can like, share if you could, if you think it could help other people. And if you have any questions, just leave it in the comments section below. And or you can email me at allisonprior@yahoo.com. So I'll see you in the next video.